Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2.
Good morning, everybody. For the 74th time, candidates for associate and baccalaureate degrees from Penn State Schuylkill have gathered to celebrate their commencement. All are in their places. The ceremony in which we are participating continues a tradition that is nearly 1,000 years old. The academic dress and ritual have their origins in the first English universities of the Middle Ages. While the morning is one of joy and celebration, the commencement ceremony itself calls for dignity and decorum. This is one of the greatest days in the lives of our graduates, their families, and friends. Therefore, we request everyone's cooperation in rendering this ceremony the quiet dignity and respect that it deserves. These exercises for the spring 2019 commencement ceremony are hereby called to order. At this time, please rise, I guess we're all risen, and as you are able, and join in the singing of our national anthem led by Mrs. Janelle Gruber.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good morning. Welcome to the members of the Penn State Schuylkill Advisory Board who are able to join us today, distinguished guests, alumni, faculty, staff, family members, friends, and most importantly, the members of the class of 2019. We are very proud of the graduates gathered here today and are excited that so many friends and family members have joined us to celebrate their accomplishments and encourage them to carry the Penn State ethos to make the world a better place with them throughout their lives. Our campus marshal for today's ceremony is Dr. Rod Heisey, Professor of Biology. Our banners representing the campus were carried by Mr. Brian Gardner, Lecturer of Information Sciences and Technology, and Mrs. Ann Mercury, Lecturer of Human Development and Family Studies. Joining me on the platform today are Ms. Susan Robinson, our keynote speaker, Dr. Darcy Medica, Director of Academic Affairs, Attorney Richard Wiest, President of the Penn State Schuylkill Advisory Board, Mr. Karl Rosenberger, President of the Penn State Schuylkill Alumni Society, Ms. Elyce Kaplan, Campus Registrar, and Mr. Brian McHale, American Sign Language Interpreter. At this time, please welcome Ms. Elyce Kaplan, Campus Registrar, to introduce our student commencement speaker.
Good morning. Since 2006, the candidates of the graduating class have been asked to compete for the honor of representing their class as the student commencement speaker. Each competitor is asked to submit a transcript of his or her speech to the selection committee. The committee, comprised of faculty, staff, and students, then review all submissions and selects the most appropriate speech. Today's speaker is Leila Duka. Leila hails from Brooklyn, New York. She is here today to celebrate her graduation with Louis, her father, Rashid, her mother, Marianne, her grandmother, Kime, her sister, Sarah, her sister, aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends. Leila is graduating summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Administration of Justice, also a Bachelor of Arts degree in Psychology, and a minor in Sociology. Leila has received many academic awards while completing her degree at Penn State Schuylkill, such as the President's Freshman and Sparks Award, the Evan Pugh Scholar Award, the Administration of Justice Award, and the Sociology Award. She was recently inducted into the Gamma Beta Pi and Honor Society for Service, and Phi Kappa Phi, the oldest all-discipline honor society at Penn State. Now, you would think someone with 2 majors, 1 minor, and the top of a class would not have time for anything. However, you would be very wrong, because Leila also participated and held offices in many clubs and organizations. She was Student Government Association President, Poor Pride Vice President, participated in the Student Activities Council, a member of the Black Union Blue and White Society, and Penn State Schuylkill Honors Program. Leila's future plans include attending the University of Maryland in fall to pursue a master's degree in criminology. She then hopes to continue her journey and work federally for the Department of Justice or the Federal Bureau of Prisons or Homeland Security, which her ultimate dream job being the FBI agent. Please now welcome Leila Duka to the podium as our Spring 2019 commencement speaker.
I'd like to start off by telling you a story. It's a story of a little girl with a vivid imagination and a sense that she could conquer anything she encountered. This little girl was from a big city, and she just loved the movie Agent Cody Banks. For those of you who aren't familiar, Agent Cody Banks is about a 16-year-old boy becoming a secret agent. So anyway, the little girl would watch this movie day after day and play and envision herself as a secret agent. As time went on and the little girl was about to graduate high school, she realized that she shouldn't limit herself to solely becoming a secret agent, at least not with her abilities. She chose to broaden her endeavors by choosing a career in law enforcement. She applied to 9 colleges, one of them being Penn State Schuylkill. When she attended Penn State Schuylkill's college fair, she was greeted by recent graduate and intern David Shavira. The little girl asked David about the criminal justice program, and he raved about it. This convinced the little girl to apply to Penn State Schuylkill, to where she was eventually accepted. And if you haven't figured it out by now, that little girl is me. And David Shavira is our current director of admissions. If it weren't for David, I would not be standing here today. And with that, good morning. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for coming today and celebrating this monumental event with the class of 2019. Thank you to all the families and support systems that have allowed each and every graduate here to receive their distinguished Penn State degree. Another influential group that I would like to thank are our faculty. They have been instrumental in guiding and aiding us to be successful in our respective career paths. I remember my second day of classes freshman year. I was getting ready for the class that would truly determine if the major that I chose was the correct one, or if I had put just too much faith in Cody Banks. That class was Crim J 100 with Kelly. I was so nervous stepping into the class that meant so much to me, and then Kelly pronounced my name wrong. And he continued to do so for a good month or two. But all was forgiven when he started to teach. Kelly has a way of making Crim J fun and fascinating. Another faculty member I would like to thank is Dr. Karl. He has shaped the person I am today. He's a phenomenal professor and overall person. He enjoys challenging his students, making them truly think about their potential, and tries to tap into their true potential and their goals. Paralleling the efforts, Dr. Shearer has prepared several of us for grad school, and as Elyce stated, I'm living proof. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the staff here on campus. The staff here are unmatched in their aid and support. I remember my sophomore year, I started to go to Mindy, our campus counselor. Ever since I stepped into her office, she has done nothing but push me to be my best. I've also made a connection with Tina Rose, our career services coordinator. I remember every time I came into her office, she would ask me how long my CV would be by the time this day rolled around. Oh, and let's not forget our cafeteria employees. They are, in a word, irreplaceable. I have bickered almost every day for 2 years with John, Shelley, and Eddie about sports, while Jess just stood there confused since she knows nothing about sports. But she does know a lot about Starbucks drinks. I'm sure all of you have created connections with different faculty and staff members here on campus. Maybe it was someone in the Student Affairs Suite, or in the Academic Resource Center, or even in the B building. To my classmates, I know the countless hours that you have all put in to be here today. The late night sheets runs, cramming for that test, that paper you wrote last minute, the sacrifices you had to make, the obstacles that you had to overcome. But today, we get to take a breath, because we did it. To conclude, I would like to leave my graduates with 3 pieces of advice. The first one being, remember to create those valuable connections throughout your life, because every person you meet is a connection to this big world. So be kind and treat people with respect. And you never know, like my connection with David. Yesterday's intern is tomorrow's director of admissions. Second, trust your path. And realize that the failures and obstacles that you may be facing right now that temporarily block your path may actually be paving your way to success. And lastly, remember my story at the beginning of this speech when I was a little girl with a vivid imagination and the sense that I could conquer the world? You too can conquer the world. In the words of Benny B., you are only limited by your own imagination, so let it fly. Let your imagination fly and conquer your world. Congratulations to the class of 2019. Thank you.
Thank you, Leila, for those heartfelt and inspiring remarks. Our keynote speaker today is Susan Robinson, a native of Berwick, Pennsylvania, an alumna of Penn State, and a member of the Penn State University Alumni Council. Susan is a motivational speaker, blogger, consultant, and entrepreneur. As a global business advisor and consultant, she partners with executives and their teams on enterprise-wide projects that impact revenue, relevance, and reputation. She has successfully driven organizational turnarounds and new program function startups. She has also created transformation, horizon, and outcomes plans, developed talent, helped establish winning cultures, and built strategic partnerships and relationships. As a resident with TED, Susan presented her first TED Talk called How I Fail at Being Disabled in December 2016. She humorously described her rejection at being labeled disabled. Her residency project combined her background as an executive leader with her experience as an individual with a vision impairment in order to effectively examine how disability is understood in the workplace and how talent can be cultivated to both enhance the individual and business success. Her video of TED Talk has been viewed over 1.4 million times. Susan has engaged industry leaders, academic institutions, nonprofits, and individuals who excel despite having what the culture considers disabilities. She finds that there is great opportunity to leverage natural skills and pioneer new levels of diversity and inclusion. Please join me in welcoming Susan Robinson to Penn State Schuylkill.
Good morning. Chancellor Jones, Dr. Medica, esteemed Penn State faculty, tremendous Penn State staff, families, special guests, and the class of 2019. Yeah, it's an exciting day, isn't it? No? You're like, we're over it? No more participation? It's a big day for big accomplishments, and we are here to celebrate that big accomplishment, your big accomplishment. But we're also here to celebrate important accomplishments to come and life-changing accomplishments that you'll be a part of. It is such an honor to be here as a Penn State alum and to just be moments away from being part of the more than 800,000 Penn State alum to welcome you to our club. It's an exciting day. But you didn't get here alone. Accomplishment is always a team effort. So if you would please, class of 2019, please give a rounding standing ovation, if you'd like to stand, to your faculty members and professors who've instilled knowledge, confidence, and all sorts of amazing things over the past 4 years here at Penn State Schuylkill. Don't sit down. Wait, don't sit down. When I arrived on campus yesterday, the staff was telling me how wonderfully you have been to them and how much it seems they mean to you. So if you would give the staff a round of applause also for everything that they've done in supporting your accomplishment today. Okay, you can sit down now. So no disrespect to what's coming up next. But not just the faculty and staff helped you get here today. There are a lot of families, and when you stood up, if you took a good look around, it is standing room only to celebrate you today, to celebrate your big accomplishment. So moms and dads are always pivotal in a college education and accomplishment of receiving a degree. So class of 2019, another round of applause for your moms and dads who are here today. And I'm going to guess there's some grandparents here today, too. So 2019, why don't you give them a round of applause also? Now, what I always find interesting is that the grandparents always get better applause than the parents. And 2019, any reason? Do you know why grandparents and grandchildren get along so well? You have a common enemy. It's my favorite joke. The first time I heard that joke was at my graduation at Penn State, and it's the only thing I remember. And do know that whoever was in my position at my graduation certainly had really important things to say, and I have really important things to say too, but if you just remember the joke, that's okay. So it is a team effort, and you, more than most other college graduates, know that because we are, but you are the class of 2019. Today is your day. It's a big accomplishment. You have suffered through tests and sleepless nights, group projects. You've even done some really interesting things, as I hear, by going to Costa Rica and to Portugal and Honduras. You've done internships, and you've represented Penn State in the community and in the world. As I said, you're about to join 800,000 living alumni of Penn State, and we are excited to welcome you. Your Penn State degree is forever. And Penn State, as an esteemed institution, is one that you can be proud to be a part of. We are second, I think it's first, but we'll go with the data, of producing CEOs in the United States. And we're known as the most powerful alumni network in the world. Though I'll go galaxy. I'll just amp it up a little bit. And it's so exciting to be moments away from welcoming you into this amazing club that I get to be a part of, and so many in this room are a part of as well. But your big accomplishment today is just one of many in your lifetime. So let's talk about important accomplishments. You've got a lifetime ahead of you. You'll get jobs. It's a big accomplishment. And along the way, you might not get the one that you want. But in doing so, you'll learn terrific skills at presenting what you've done and how you add value. And you'll also be able to think about where is the best fit for you in the workplace. You might run a marathon. You might start with a 5K, and that's awesome. You might write a book. You might become a member of Alumni Council. You might become a teacher. You might save the world by finding a cure for cancer. Or sometimes you just might hold the door open for someone who needs a little help. I encourage you to think about everything that you do in a theme of accomplishment, because sometimes we only think about the big stuff. The stuff like today, where there's standing room only, come to celebrate 4 years of a challenge that you mastered and accomplished. But every day is filled with little accomplishments. Every day there's something to celebrate. When I was at Penn State, I was diagnosed with a genetic vision impairment that has no correction or cure, and as a result, I am legally blind. And what does that mean in sort of day-to-day terms? That I've mistaken an Asian man for my mom. That is a true story. I didn't hug him, and that was probably good for both of us. And other really interesting things, but Penn State never said, you can't do what you want to do, Susan. Penn State said, how can we support you? How can we figure out what accomplishment is within your reach and not only get you there, but surpass it with you? So write your own narrative. There are a lot of people who tell me day to day, in work and in play and in the community, what my limitation is. I can't see 2020. I also remind people that there's some value to that, and when you live in New York City, there are a number of things that you can't see, and that's a good thing. So see what you have as your own narrative. Define your best strengths. Work on those best strengths and apply them in ways where ongoing accomplishment is the natural outcome. Another piece that I think is very important is to see opportunity. Again, most people see limitation. They see what's not possible, they see an obstacle in the way, and maybe it's because I really can't see it all, but obstacle is not really part of my vocabulary. Because if there's something I need to walk around, over, through, or just figure out a different way to get there, all of a sudden I have the value of experience and the value of knowledge that I wouldn't have had any other way. It's not a limitation, it's an opportunity. The other thing I think it's also super important on a day-to-day basis is remember that people don't always remember what you say to them. They remember how you make them feel. So when you open the door for someone who may need a little help, say hi, and if they're wearing a Penn State sweatshirt, say we are. They'll respond Penn State, I promise, even if it's in a foreign country. But think about how you make them feel and think about how you not only interact on behalf of you and your family, but on behalf of Penn State. And today, again, is all about you. You and 14,000 others are graduating from Penn State today. Some of you are first-time graduates with a college degree in your family. Talk about an accomplishment. It's amazing. So 14,000, and technically it's 13,992, but I believe that there are 8 of you running around somewhere, so we can just make it 14,000. 14,000 are leaving with a Penn State degree, and shortly in the summer semester and the fall semester, 16,000 are entering Penn State. They're beginning their Penn State journey. So in a life-changing accomplishment kind of way, how can you help them? In the same way that folks have helped you, how will you support others' accomplishments? How will you elevate and amplify the success of those who follow behind you, particularly those of us who are Penn Staters? Our alma mater has a very wonderful line that says, "When we stood at childhood's gate, shapeless in the hands of fate, thou didst mold us, dear old state." Class of 2019, you no longer stand at childhood's gate. So how will you support others? And how will you ensure that they successfully get through that gate just like you are today? And with a lifetime ahead of you, may no act of yours bring shame to the heart that loves thy name. May your lives but swell thy fame, and may you swell the fame of others as well, as we all swell the fame of Penn State together. In the spirit of accomplishment, it is a tremendous honor when your alma mater invites you back to give a commencement address to an esteemed group such as the class of 2019 at the Schuylkill campus of the best university in the entire universe. It is a real honor to congratulate you. It is a real honor to welcome you into our fold. I hope that you have a lifetime of accomplishment. I hope that today is just the start, and I hope that you share your ability to accomplish with those who follow behind you so that all of us gain from everything that you've gained here at Penn State. Congratulations, class of 2019. It's a best day of your lives so far, and many more to come.
Thank you, Susan, for sharing those heartfelt and inspiring remarks with us. It's such a pleasure to have you here in our community. We have just a small gift for you. It is is heavy. So thank you so very much. Take that home and always remember us.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
At this time, I call on Dr. Darcy Medica, Director of Academic Affairs, for the presentation of Scholastic Distinction and our Veterans.
Every commencement ceremony features a very special recognition of students who have taken full advantage of the educational and research opportunities at the university. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you turn to page 7 of the printed program. At Penn State, we regard outstanding scholarship as deserving of high public recognition. You will see the members of the class who are graduating with scholastic distinction. This includes those who were in the top 12% of their graduating class in their respective colleges. Please rise as I announce your names. The following students are graduating cum laude and wearing a white honor cord. Brenna Baker. Kaylee Cooper. Courtney Dussault. And Vanessa Johns. The following students are graduating magna cum laude and are wearing a blue honor cord. Victoria Gottschall. Marla Stoner. The following students are graduating summa cum laude, wearing blue and white entwined cords. Leila Duka. Casey Gregory. Anthony Hademan. Najee James. And Danielle Lilly. Undergraduate and graduate students who have honorably served, are serving, or are commissioned to serve in the U.S. military are wearing red, white, and blue entwined cords in the recognition of their duty and sacrifice. The cords are given to eligible graduating students in the following groups: active duty, reserve, and National Guard service members, veterans, and graduates receiving a commission through Reserve Officers Training Corps, and official U.S. Armed Forces recruiting programs. The following students are graduating with military recognition. Please rise as I announce your names. Victoria Gottschall. Edgar Pugon. Crystal Shalacy. Congratulations to all of you.
One of the most valuable assets of Penn State Schuylkill is our advisory board, a distinguished group of area business, government, and community leaders who assist the campus administration in a multitude of ways. We are grateful for the commitment and dedication of our board members to Penn State Schuylkill. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the following members of the Penn State Schuylkill Advisory Board who are joining us today. If you would please rise when I say your name. Attorney Rick Wiest. Mr. Robert Karl. Mrs. Sharon Leinard. And Mr. Karl Rosenberger. At this point, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the board's president, Attorney Rick Wiest.
Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Jones. Academic leaders, faculty, staff, graduates, and guests, on behalf of the Penn State Schuylkill Advisory Board, I would like to extend a heartfelt congratulations to all graduates and their families for this indeed monumental accomplishment which you have attained today. Each of our graduates should not only be proud of what they have achieved, but also feel excitement for the wonderful experiences which certainly lie ahead. The educational degree which you've worked so hard to obtain will be the key to unlock the doors of opportunity and allow you to flourish, to expand your mind, and to, probably most importantly, contribute to your community. The Penn State Schuylkill Advisory Board is a group of community leaders who work together to provide advice and support to campus administration on the needs of and feedback from our local community. The board is an advocate that supports all facets of the mission of this campus. That includes academic programs and degrees, housing, student services, as well as the physical plant and the equipment. Regularly, the advisory board also awards research and scholarship support to Schuylkill Community Campus faculty. These awards assist faculty in research activities, in instruction and development. In addition, the advisory board is involved in campus fundraising efforts and supports the efforts of the chancellor and his administration. On behalf of the advisory board, congratulations. May your successes be frequent and your efforts be rewarded with fulfillment.
Thank you, Attorney Wiest. On behalf of the entire community, I thank you and your fellow board members for your dedication in serving Penn State Schuylkill. We are at the point in the ceremony that you've all been waiting for, the conferring of degrees. By the authority vested in me and as approved by the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, I will confer on each of our candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate college faculty and dean. Assisting me in awarding the undergraduate degrees is Dr. Darcy Medica, Director of Academic Affairs.
Matthew Roberts would have graduated this spring with the Bachelor of Science degree in biology. Unfortunately, Matthew left us far too soon. In memoriam, we have placed an empty seat here in the student section with a graduation gown and a Beta 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 cord for Matthew. We would like to recognize Matthew's achievement by awarding his degree posthumously. Will Mr. Tyler Roberts please come forward on behalf of the Roberts family? May we please have a moment of silence in remembrance of Matthew. Thank you. Will all of our undergraduate degree candidates please rise? Chancellor Jones, I have the honor, to present as worthy and approved candidates for the various undergraduate degrees, those who have met the academic requirements of the university for such degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I now confer upon each of you the degrees you have earned, in testimony whereof you will receive a diploma admitting you to all the privileges, honors, and responsibilities of your degrees. As graduates of the Pennsylvania State University, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left side of your mortarboards. Please be seated. Will Dr. Rod Heisey, Commencement Marshal, and Ms. Elyce Kaplan, Campus Registrar, please come forward to present the degree candidates. Candidates, as you are called, as they are presented, will the representatives of the respective programs please come forward to greet the graduates? And will each graduate please come forward to receive recognition as your name is read by the Marshal? Each candidate will be receiving a diploma cover and a pad folio as gifts from the Student Government Association. And they will receive a Penn State Schuylkill pin as a gift from the Penn State Schuylkill Alumni Society.
Candidates for associate degrees: Associate in Science, major in Human Development and Family Studies, Kaylee Cooper. I know. Okay. Victoria Godshaw. Victoria is graduating magna cum laude. Jasmine McQueen. Brianne Mistitian. Sophia Montero. This concludes the conferring of associate degrees. Bachelor of Arts. There's a card missing, I think. Oh, thank you. That's it. Okay. Candidates for baccalaureate degrees. Is there another card? Bachelor of Science, major in Administration of Justice. Anthony Hedeman. Anthony is also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Psychology. Garland Barber. Leila Duka. Leila is graduating summa cum laude, and Leila is also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Psychology and a minor in Sociology. Jared Geiger. Ethan Hunkapiller. William Kreider Casella. William is also graduating with a minor in sociology. Edgar Pagan. Nicholas Price. Nicholas is also graduating with a minor in sociology. Tiana Turner. Tiana is also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology and a minor in sociology.
Congratulations, honey.
Raquel Williams. Raquel is also graduating with a minor in sociology.
Baby girl, we can party. Congratulations.
Bachelor of Science in Biology, Craig Arrow. Casey Gregory. Casey is graduating summa cum laude.
Congratulations.
Alyssa Hatter. Alyssa is also graduating with a minor in community and civic engagement.
Congratulations.
Jessica Matera. Marla Stoner. Marla is graduating magna cum laude, and she is also graduating with a minor in civic and community engagement.
Congratulations, I'm so proud of you.
Bachelor of Science, major in business, Walter Davis IV. Courtney Dussault. Courtney is graduating cum laude. Brittany Ernst. Bradley Fryer. Nicolo Granito. Travis Green. Vanessa Johns. Vanessa is graduating cum laude. Danielle Lilly. Danielle is graduating summa cum laude. Jason Liverpool. Crystal Shalacy. Brianna Strohecker. Andrew Vidal. Bachelor of Arts, major in corporate communications, Brenna Baker. Brenna is graduating cum laude, and Brenna is also graduating with a minor in sociology and a second minor in communication arts and sciences. Cassandra Vince. Cassandra is graduating with a minor in communication arts and sciences. Bachelor of Science, major in information sciences and technology, Jared Kemmerling. Connor Matz. Ronald Piaskowski. Ronald is also graduating with a minor in game development. Brady Siegfried. Brady is also graduating with a minor in game development. Timothy Siegfried. Timothy is also graduating with a minor in security and risk analysis. Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Donna McLean. Dana Schreffler. Bachelor of Arts, major in psychology, Julian Evans. Miranda Hoffman. Bachelor of Science, major in psychology, Tristan Dickey. Amanda Gerber. Najee James. Najee is graduating summa cum laude. Denisha Williams. Denisha is also graduating with a minor in sociology. This concludes the conferring of baccalaureate degrees. Will the candidate for master's degree please come forward? Will Dr. Medica and Dr. Stephen Couch also please come forward to assist in the hooding of this graduate? This concludes the conferring of graduate degrees.
At this time, I am pleased to introduce Mr. Karl Rosenberger, President of the Penn State Schuylkill Alumni Society. He has been instrumental in ensuring that Penn State Schuylkill alumni maintain an active and engaging role with the university and that the society has thrived. Please welcome your Alumni Society Chair, Karl Rosenberger.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. Congratulations, graduates. As Dr. Jones said, I'm Karl Rosenberger. I'm the president of the Penn State Schuylkill Alumni Society. The Alumni Association celebrates your successes and welcomes you into a proud network of Penn Staters. Your Alumni Association is powered by pride. More than 174,000 alumni and friends like you keep their connection to our world-class university strong through membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. Today, on behalf of the Alumni Association, I am honored to share our graduation gift to you, a one-year free membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. Your membership will keep you in touch with Penn State and connect you with more than 300 geographically dispersed alumni chapters, interest groups, and college and campus societies. No matter where you live, what you've studied, or which campus you've attended, we have a group that matches your interests. After graduation, once you're settled, reach out to your local Penn State alumni chapter. Your Penn State family will be happy to hear from you. And in the coming years, when you visit Penn State, we hope you will enjoy your time on campus and stop by the alumni office at Schuylkill or the Hintz Family Alumni Center and University Park. With that, we would like to ask our new graduates to please rise. Would all other Penn State alumni here today please rise as well? It gives me great pleasure to induct all graduating students in the Pennsylvania State University into the Penn State Alumni Association. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Thank you, Karl. Well, class of 2019, today you have graduated from one of the finest universities in the world. You have earned your place among thousands of alumni of this great university and will forever be known as Penn Staters. For your final lesson here at Penn State Schuylkill, I pose to you the following question. What exactly does being a Penn Stater mean? As with most such questions, a little historical research can be helpful. Penn State was founded in 1855, and with the passage of the Morrill Act of 1862, became Pennsylvania's land-grant university. Penn State Schuylkill was established in 1934. We are now in our 85th year of service, fulfilling Penn State's land-grant mission here in Schuylkill County. Land-grant universities were founded with a federal mandate to make the world a better place. We fulfill that mission in three ways: by providing access to an affordable, high-quality education, promoting and conducting research that changes lives, and engaging with our communities in order to make them better places to live. As Penn Staters, you are graduates of a land-grant university. You will carry our mission and our ethos out into the world wherever you go. To be a Penn Stater, then, means to be someone who works to make the world a better place. Therefore, I charge you to do just that. Go forth, make our world a better place through the acquisition and sharing of knowledge, by conducting research and applying research findings to solve problems and improve people's lives, and by engaging in and with the communities in which you reside and work in order to make them better places to live. And remember, you cannot do all of this alone. As a Penn Stater, you have learned to work with others in common cause. After all, Being a Penn Stater begins with the word we, as in, and I need the whole audience on this, we are Penn State! And we are so proud of you, class of 2019. Congratulations.
Will you please stand and join in singing the Penn State Alma Mater, which will be led by Mrs. Janelle Gruber. You will find the Alma Mater listed on the front cover of your commencement program.
Shapeless in the hands of fate, thou didst mold us, dear old state, dear old state, dear old state. May no act of ours bring shame to one heart that loves thy name. May our lives but swell thy fame, dear old state, dear old state.
I'd like to take this time to thank our sign language interpreter, Brian McHale, and our instrumentalist, the Pottsville Brass Quintet. A reception honoring our graduates will take place in the Student Community Center immediately following these proceedings. That's the building just next door to the west of here. Please join us for light refreshments. The recessional will conclude our 74th commencement exercise. Please remain in place until the faculty and graduates have processed from their chairs. Thank you all.